prison,
Yes, ma'am.
and what led you up to that? How many years did you do? And while you were there, was there any moment where you feel like you had your spiritual awakening?
I did 12 years, which is really 11 years, 11 months, and 27 days. I was locked up for possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. So in that case, they pushed me to another mandatory minimum sentence range. My mandatory minimum was 15, and maximum is life, just for just possession of a handgun. So, like I said, they put enough heat on me in the town for being who I was. Your hand is in this, that, and the third. We really can't prove it, but we believe it. So that's enough to come and get you, come and get me. I got a gun on me. So you don't charge me with none of the stuff that you talked about on the news. You don't charge me with not a single thing that you talked about, but you charge me with the gun you find on me when you come and get me to talk. That seems unfair to me. You're supposed to say, okay, well, we didn't, if you wasn't who we thought you was in the first place, then why are we going to take this gun and then get you penalized by maximum punishment possible? Well, at the time, the prosecution in the state of Indiana, none other than Joe Hogg said he was the Southern District of Indiana's chief prosecutor, I believe, at the time. So that it makes sense now how certain things happen and boop, 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 and you look up and you get pivoted to marry, you got your numbers right, you got your I got my heart on crime as a Democrat, which is, that's not the same thing. But if you're in a Republican state, black people make up 9% of the population of the state of Indiana. 9% of the population. In Marion County is 28%, which now when he can come in and just rock you to sleep, Mr. Hogg said, with these promises of great dealing and welfare, come to your black church and tell you how lucky you are to have him here. You was the prosecutor. So now you build a jail, and I know this is off subject, but you build a jail, and now it's starting to make sense. Oh, okay, so you was a prosecutor, put him in a jail, stop doing that, become the mayor, get everything situated, build a jail, and I'll bet your next move is either A, you need to go all the way to the council, or B, you going back into some sort of position where you got something to do with black and brown bodies being incarcerated again. That's your thing. That's what you do. You said it. You said my greatest accomplishment was building a new criminal complex. This was in your last shot of being married. I know these things. This is not like a secret. Like I'm close to him, so he told me no.
Documented.
Yeah, one is documented, but two, I'm a constituent of the city of Indianapolis at the time. So I can watch, I see, I know, and then when you go back and say, damn, you've been here, but in a different capacity. To me, a law enforcement mentality is a law enforcement mentality. It's usually Army and law enforcement mentality type of people. They got it, and I don't knock law enforcement. You absolutely need them in the United States of America. I'm not saying it. I'm saying a mentality is a mentality. So when you have an ability to say to solve problems, I'm willing to lock you up for however long I got to lock you up, 20, 30, 40 years. That's not nothing that goes away. That don't change. If you ever thought that was a good thing, then you still think that's a good thing. Just like Joe Biden. If you was against black people for so many reasons, and you thought we were super predators and hyper vigilant in certain things, and we deserve to be locked up, all these things, that didn't change. That means it's more solid in your brain because you got older. The older I get, the more I stand firm on my positions, my constitutions, and what I believe. So that's how I ended up where I was at, and that's how much time I done, and that was the crime that I was convicted of, felon in possession of a handgun. I have no criminal history now. You can Google it. You can look it up. I was totally.
Who was the judge on your case, if you don't mind me asking?
His name was Judge McKinney.
Judge McKinney.
He was the chief judge in the Southern District of Indiana at the time, and really wasn't a bad judge. I still have the paperwork from my actual judgment speech where I'm like, hey, listen, it's not going to take me 15 years to learn I can't carry a gun. It just won't. I promise you. Like, I'm not saying, I'm not saying I won't ever do nothing, but it's not going to take me that long if this is your deterrent. And he said, hey, man, I hate to say it, but by the laws of the state of Indiana, Southern District.
Was it the state or the federal?
It was the federal. Okay. The Southern District of Indiana. Like each circuit has this, they all got the same laws, but they got their own way that they interpret them. So you could be in Illinois, and Illinois is our same. You can go to Kentucky and be in Indiana and get the same exact crime, and it can be viewed, handled, all in a whole different way. Because the feds had this jurisdictional thing where even though we got this big blanket, we'll suck up everything y'all doing, but in each district, certain circuits, they apply certain things a certain way. So
do you feel like you were giving too much time for that specific crime?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I actually was a person that needed to be set down for a while. Yes, ma'am. I don't think that I needed to do, I didn't need to be sentenced to 15 years, but I needed to do 11 years, 11 months, and 27 days.
Okay, that was my question.
Not as a punishment, though. I don't think I deserve no punishment for carrying a pistol when America's built on violence. Please, let me say that again. Because you gave me a felony. Now you tell me I have no longer a right to bear arms and protect myself. The way that you gained the country was bearing arms. So I don't think I deserve punishment for having a gun. What I am glad was God grabbed me up, or even used them as the arm to grab me up, sit down, because you can be a great man. You're gonna blow it. You're gonna be dead or locked up for life before you get to fully evolve into who you can be, Mr. Shepherd. So sit down, and I did. And you can ask anybody. I don't even think I had a depressed day in jail. I think the worst time I had was when my grandmother was sick in 2009. Other than that, he's a person. I'm the same guy every day. He was the same guy every day. It's not a woe is me thing. It's a how many books can I read in here thing. It's a how many burpees and push-ups can you push me to do thing. It's the can we debate about politics around dudes that can't even spell politics type of thing.
Right.
It's a I'm a Republican and he's a Democrat and I can tell you why and he can say why type of thing. And so that's the type of stuff that we.
I don't want to interrupt.
Yes, sir.
Remember to say that you got to be able to do that intelligently,
Right. Without emotion.
Fist to cuff.
That's what I was gonna say. I disrespected him one time. This is how we became. I'm a disrespectful person sometimes. I am, because I'm up front. I told him, I think he'd be in upper town. If he didn't have on glasses, he folded something. Come here, I want to talk to you here. So I come in here. What's up? He said, listen, man, we cool and all that, but listen, don't never disrespect me like that again. I'm like, what you mean, bro? I ain't no damn Uncle Tom. And here's why. You don't know me like that, boo boo. And I'm sitting there like, that's what I'm talking about, my nigga.
Yeah.
Straighten me out then. Because a lot of people ain't gonna straighten me.
Yeah.
They gonna just let me get that off. And he was like, bro, nah, it ain't even about a fight. I'm about to just tell you who I am so we can get on the same page. So you don't let that happen no more. Because the next time that happens, we can potentially get in some fisticuffs. And the boy in good shape. So I said, I call him Uncle Mark or Uncle. I ain't gonna call you that never again. But he didn't even earn that when I did that. But I did that I want to offend you. I wanted to shake you into this position because I need you to see the power that you got in the place that you at. He was the boss. And I knew it. I told him, I said, bro, they like you right now, but if you start like a little bit of turn, they're going to hate you. And ask him what happened. I got kicked out, and then he got kicked out. But it was the best kick out we ever experienced. We stood up for the people. On everything. In the penitentiary, we stood up for the people. What do it say? I live for the people because I'm going to die for the people.
Chairman Fred. Absolutely.
I want to just ask you, your time.
Oh, we gotta go. We have to leave. We get ready to pick this up. Black Butterfly people, if anybody's there or wherever you at, if you don't catch it now, catch part 2. We about to go switch locations, switch clothes, do it as big as we can. We about to finish this interview well. We gotta respect the place that we in. And I'm gonna let them close it out. Thank y'all for having me, but we definitely about to finish this up.
Thanks, guys, for chiming in. We have 2 more parts to this, so we will pick back up. Again, our guest speaker here is Shane Shepherd, myself, Candace Wilson with Black Butterfly, and
Amaru.
Yeah, they gave us
we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Peace.
Yeah, so you got to at least explain that.
Well, yeah. You got to be able to do it without your chest, without your